Assalamu alaikum everyone, I am Fizanullah, and in this video I'll be demonstrating how you can use Inkscape to design this reflection or shadow sort of effect. So for this tutorial you need Inkscape version 0.92. So if you don't have it, the link is in the description, go there and download it. So let's start by opening Inkscape. Now after opening Inkscape, what I want you guys to do is go to view and select custom. After that, click on the align and distribute button right here. This will bring up the align and distribute back panel, and then click on the fill and stroke tab here. This will bring this fill and stroke tab. Okay, next thing I want you guys to do is click on the document properties by clicking this button here. After that, uncheck the page border where it says show page border, uncheck it and close out of that. Okay, then just press 1 on the keyboard to zoom in to 1:1 ratio, or alternatively you can go to view, click zoom and zoom 1:1. Okay, now that we are in the same workspace, now let's start by creating a rectangle or a square. So click the square or rectangles tool from the left toolbar, and by holding control button on keyboard, draw a square or rectangle. Let's work with the square. Draw a square just about this size. Actually, let's reduce it to like here. Okay, move it to side, then select the text tool, the A written here, click on it and write whatever text you want. Now for this tutorial, let's go with reflection, or reflection. There we go, we have reflection written here. Now you can choose whatever font you like. Click the text tool and choose whatever font. For this tutorial I'm going with graphic, and I'm choosing the bold form of this. Here we have reflection. Now let's give it some color that we can. Let's give it some contrasting color, something that is visible when we place it here. For that, let's give it red color and place it inside the square. Now hold Control and Shift on your keyboard and just drag it out to resize it a little, like just here would be good. And then let's make it white. Okay, now we have our text ready, we have our background. Now what we need to do is we need to convert our text into a path, into an object. So for that, go to path, object to path. Now our object has been converted into an object, and we cannot edit it using the text tools from here. So what I want you guys to do is go to path. No, actually don't go to path. First we need to ungroup it. So click this ungroup button right here. This will ungroup each and every letter of reflection like this. Okay, so now what I want you guys to do is click the N, the N or whatever is the rightmost letter, and by holding Control on your keyboard so that it locks in on the horizontal axis, move it a little closer to O, like this, such that it still remains, some part of it still remains on the right of the O. Similarly, do the same thing with R. Click R and by holding Control, move it closer to E, like this. Now select everything by everything I mean all the text, and where it says distribute in the align and distribute panel, click on this button which says distribute centers equidistantly horizontally. Click this and it will be all the letters will be sort of squished together. Now let's make it a little more. Let's make N a little more inwards, and again repeat the same thing. That looks good. Now what we have to do is where it says fill, where in the fill tab where it says gradient, here is the gradient in the fill tab. Click on the gradient button, and by doing so, this will give us a nice reflection sort of effect, a glossy effect in to our word. Now click all of the letters and press Ctrl G on your keyboard to group them together. Okay, now the base of our glossy effect is ready. What we have to do now is give it some reflection below it so that it feels like uh, it is on some sort of glass. So for that, let's take yeah let's click on the text and hit Ctrl D. That will make a duplicate of our text, as we can see now. And if you are wondering how am I panning around so much, then just press the middle mouse button and you will be able to do the same. Okay, now just hold down the duplicate text by hitting control so that it locks it on the horizontal axis, sorry, vertical axis, and just snap it here. It will automatically snap, and for that it is better to have this option turned on where it says snap to custom nodes. Okay, after that, after we have duplicated it, just press V on your keyboard to flip it vertically. And now it's just a matter of opacity. Let's decrease the opacity a little. In the fill tab, there would be an opacity. Let's decrease it to 25. Right, 25 here. Okay, that looks good. Now let's add some glass in front of the reflection. For that, just just click the background, the black background, and hit Ctrl D. This will create a duplicate. Now let's give it white color. Give it white color, and by hitting Ctrl and the scroll down the mouse wheel to zoom around, and just drag it down like this. Drag it down until it meets the base of the letters, base of our word, like this. Move it down by hitting this button. No, not that down. We need it in front of the black box, so move it up like that. And now we will just decrease the opacity like so. Just like that. Actually, what I want to do is I will give it a gradient like this. I will press after clicking the gradient button, I'll press G, and I'll give it white, and this side I'll give it black, just like that. And there we have it. This is our reflection text effect in Inkscape. If you have any questions related to graphic design or anything, feel free to hit me up in the comment section, and subscribe if you want more weekly videos like this and wish to learn Inkscape. So